Good morning. Welcome back to the Ohio farm. We got some rain overnight. We left off working on cotton picking contract over on field 10. We've got 3 cotton contracts open right now, and I think the corn contract came available for the corn harvest. Got no rain through the remainder of the day, so that's good. Let's go down here. Oh my, we got 2 corn harvest contracts available, which would be nice because that'd pay well, but there's no way we're going to be able to take another contract, right? Yep. You can only have 3. So the only thing we can do is get these cotton contracts done. And we can't. The first one that we would finish would be the one that we borrowed the equipment on, and then the equipment would go away, and we would not be able to do anything because we wouldn't have any cotton picking equipment. So we've got to do all the cotton contracts before we can accept anything else, and they are time consuming. Not quite as bad as sugar beets, but they're still time consuming. So all we can do is get over there and get started and get working on it so we can try and do something else. I guess that's kind of the price you have to pay, but we jumped on them because it was the only thing available to do to make ourselves some money. And yeah, that's where we are. So I left it got good and dark about 7 o'clock, or by 7 o'clock last night it was good and dark. So we had to stop. We didn't even get around field 10 one time because it's got kind of that low-lying areas that accumulate water runoff in the middle of the field. So the perimeter going around, we had to go around those creeks, and it took up a lot of volume, I guess. So we've got 1 bale out in the fields, and then we've got this one in the back of the harvester here. We'll probably drop it here. We'll drop this one here, and then we'll be able to pick it up with this, and then we can take those 3 over. But we'll go around this field a couple of times, get good space to get a worker started. But because of those low-lying areas, pull up the map to show you. Map. Because of the tributaries leading into the creek there, you know, we had to drive around that. So you can see we got one time around, and we're right here now. So we'll get going on that, and a worker can run north-south on it pretty good once we get that done. We'll do these in little blocks and end up over here. Let's take a look at the tablet here quick, see what used equipment's available this morning. Case Magnum. What's the engine. It's already got the it's the 340, the 374 horsepower. Be nice, but that's half of what we got money wise. Okay, let's go ahead and drop that bale off here. What would do it? This? Yep. That did it. Mini-map. So I can look at the GPS. I did a cotton harvest on this same field, I think, last year. So I know it takes a long time. I'm not under any delusion that I'm going to be able to get this done in time to be able to accept those corn contracts. I hope I can do it, but I don't think it's very likely. So I can almost guarantee that today is going to be spent picking cotton. Probably all day. We'll pay pretty good though, once we get it done. I think what? $45,000, not even considering what extra crop we might be able to get off of it. That cultivating contract is on there. $25,000 for field 4. Man, that would be nice to be able to get. You could almost put a worker on that. Do it in the background. And the machinery provided is so big. Of course, they're going to charge you $4,000 for it, but that's an easy $20,000. Easy $20,000 right there. But we locked ourselves into cotton, so. That's what we're doing. Maybe I should have just took... Wouldn't have mattered. Well, yeah, would have. I would have just took 2 of them. I would have had 1 slot available. I could have done the cultivating contract, collected on it, and then took the other cotton contract. I think the one on field 30 paid the least. I could have done that. Whatever. Dodge Challenger, nice. I'd like to get one of those. It's the last year for making it. And they're going to stop making them. The Charger and the Challenger, I think, this year, 2023 models. And they opened up like the custom shop so you can kind of do any options you want. Build it exactly the way you want, you know. Kind of like Harley Davidson used to do, like their custom paints. So you could, well, they probably still do. You could pick the bike that you wanted, and then you could just have them paint it exactly the way you wanted. It would be unique. That would be cool with a Challenger. Design it exactly the way you want in the colors that you want, because sometimes the options aren't always available. You know, say you're going with the shaker hood option or something like that, maybe it's not available in the plum crazy paint. Or, you know, you want an RT, or you want a scat pack or whatever on the Dodge Challenger. Well, I can tell right now I'm going to be doing cotton all day long. And if I'm getting sick of it, I'm sure you're getting sick of it. The light at the end of the tunnel for me is that I got a payday coming. About 7:40 in the morning, we're going to see how long it takes us to get all this cotton in. I'm going to continue working on it. Be careful about where I drop these bales, because I don't want to drop them at the headland. It's going to make it more difficult for the worker once he's out here, unless I get the cotton bales out of his way. I'd leave it on a nice north-south edge. Hopefully it's out of the way there. I'll leave it on the back here for now. That one I had to drop off there because the harvester was full. So I had another bale coming out, so I had to drop that one off over there. Maybe we'll put this one over there near it. Okay, I've set the worker off. You can see him over there. He's working that north-south edge on the western end of field 10 here. I've got 2 bales here, 2 in the back, and there's another 2 over in the field over there. So I'm going to take the Valtra that we got, and I'm going to start relocating these cotton bales over to Ohio Agri Co-op, I think it's called. Put this in operating position. Should be able to pick this one up. Close to it, I guess. Okay, there we go. Put it in transport position, get the arm put away. So the only place that takes bales on the map currently is Ohio Agri Co-op. And I don't think they buy silage bales or straw bales. Which is why this trailer doesn't have turn signal on. Which is why I want to put in like maybe a buy anything point so I could sell straw. There's no biogas plant, so I don't know where you can sell silage either. So he's turning around, getting ready to make his run south. Get spoiled by those JCB fast tracks because they go even faster than this Valtra does. Deutzfahr has a tractor that's got a good speed. Useful for moving your grain to the sell points. I wonder if it'll. What I was thinking of doing, it may say you don't have access to this land. If it says that, I'm in trouble. My goal is to kind of stack them right here and then come in and pick them up again. So let's try. I got to bring up the help menu. Oh, it's gonna let me. Thank goodness. So what I'll do is I'll just stack them here. So when I bring the next 3, I'll just come through again like this, and then when I want to pick them up I can come in the other way. That's what I'm thinking. Put the help menu away. And we'll go get those other 3 bales. So there will be a bit of carting involved with this, a bit of transportation. Should have looked there, but I got lucky. Moving all these bales over here. But we'll get them over here, and then we'll be able to deliver them once we're ready. All right, so second load of bales. This will be 6 bales that we'll have pre-staged to pick up and deliver at the sell point. I didn't see any in the field, so he hasn't dropped any yet. Got one on the back, so he'll drop that one when he needs the space for the other one to come out, probably. I'm not going to leave a worker doing it just because it's an expense. You can see the money going down. And since this is a slow job, if I'm not needed to transport bales over here, then there's no point in paying a worker to do something I could be doing myself. I don't have anything better to do. Is that gonna... Is that arm gonna hit those bales? Yep. I need to back up a little more. Give myself a little more space there. How about here? There we go. So the idea is I can come in here from the side and pick those up. That's my thinking. How much? So nearly $300 I've had to pay him just while I was moving these bales. So that's an expense. It's not necessary. So I'm going to get back over to the corner of the field here where I can park the Valtra, and then I'll take over for the worker. And we'll get this cotton harvested. So I've been working in this cotton field all day, so all of mid-October, and I have newfound disdain or hatred for the cotton crop. At least when you're doing sugar beets and potatoes, you get kind of a break when you have to go cart the sugar beets or the potatoes to the sell point. But with cotton, you don't really get that break so much, especially when you're making those really big bales. So it's endless harvesting through the field. Went so long that I needed to put some fuel in it. I put about 300 liters in. Hopefully that'll get me through the rest of field 10 and field 19. But it's dark. I was starting to miss bits. I'm tired. I'm punchy. So I'm gonna go home. Sleep. Tackle it again tomorrow. So I'll see you in the morning. Hopefully I'll be a little more cheerful. Alright, it's morning, end of October. Drinking my coffee here. That's what I need in the morning. Good shot of coffee. Oh man. Not looking forward to getting back on that cotton harvest, but gotta do it. Alright, well, tractor worm's up here. Let's take a look, see if there's any new used equipment for sale. Ooh. What we got there? Oh, it goes on something though. Ooh, that's a nice conveyor. Is that the one that we have? No, I don't think so. It's a lot cheaper than the one we have. I should have got that one. It's far. No. Alright, let's check contracts, see if the corn contracts are still available. They are. So there's, I guess, some light at the end of the tunnel that maybe we can still get some more contracts if we get these done. I tell you, if it's a year before I see a cotton contract again, I wouldn't miss it at all. See you back at the field. Got these 2 bales to pick up this morning. We'll see if we can eke one more out of this field. I'm not sure. what we'll get. Pretty early in the morning. I want to be done with this cotton probably about as badly as you do. Yeah, I think we can get one more out of this field. I don't know if I'm going to drive around and try and pick up the little bits that I missed. Probably not worth the effort. It's along the way. It came off going straight in here and it didn't help. So I think that's all the cotton off of field 10. So we got 19, field 19 to go now. We got 3 final bales off, so we'll run these over to Ohio Agri Co-op. Put that in transport position. Off we go. There's probably one or two here and there that I might have missed, but I think for the most part we got it all. Eight o'clock in the morning, that bodes well for being done with this. Of course, I would hope that we would beat today. We weren't. Well, we'd lose out because you have to get it harvested by the end of October, I think. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at my harvest window. Maybe it's October, November. Okay, so there's a field we got to do yet. Right there. So when we get here to Ohio Agri Co-op, and see what I've been doing with these cotton bales. I've been bringing them in here and dropping them off. And then the idea is when I'm ready to start delivering, which will probably be with the next load, to be honest with you. Matter of fact, I could probably deliver these because it's going to be hard to pick up 3, but anyway, we'll leave these here. But the idea is that when I'm ready to start delivering, I can just come up along the side here, put it in operating position, pick up 3 bales. Oops. I don't knock them all out of the way first. Pick up 3 bales and then bring them over here. You deliver them right on the other side of that fence there. So we'll get the cotton harvester over here and we'll start on field 19. Alright, we're starting on field 19 here. Tell you what, I'm a little worried about the fuel. You can see it in the lower right hand corner. I put 300 liters, I think I told you already. There's a fuel tank over there by field 10 that we had 300 liters delivered into, and then we just put all 300 into the cotton harvester here. It's gone down a little even since then. Try and remember to keep an eye on it. Feels a little irregular on this southern edge. Be nice squared off and just get a worker going. I can tell you right now, field's going to be a problem. This field's pretty good sized. Bigger than I thought it was going to be. I don't think I've got any mods loaded that'll help me out. I'm gonna have to go to a fuel tank. I think that one over by field 10 is gonna be the closest one. Well, we'll just have to watch it. So I got to thinking, it's almost 9 o'clock in the morning now. I hired a worker over in the field. I accidentally unloaded a partial bale. I was mashing buttons as usual. I was trying to turn on the beacons as I was backing near the road just to warn people. So I got a full bale here and a partial bale here. And here's a worker coming. So I got to thinking as I was driving through the field. I've got all these cotton bales here. I'm pretty much committed to continuing to play until I finish this field. So the question in my mind is, if You have not yet cleared the field of crop. Still got the cotton in it. Ooh, yeah, there goes that Challenger. But you deliver sufficient. Do you complete the contract? Don't know. And what I'm thinking I can do is if I deliver all these bales, if I can complete one of the other contracts on the fields that we've already cleared the crop, and if we deliver enough bales for it to sufficiently count, we can collect that contract, open up a slot for an additional contract, and we could take this cultivating contract, get over, do a couple of rounds, get a worker going on it. And then we could start grabbing these corn harvest contracts as well. I'd get the one with the semi-truck, borrow equipment, and then accept the one on the other. I think we have through November. Where's the calendar? Calendar's there. I actually have through November to do corn still. The other thing I figured out is I can have the worker replace the fuel that he consumes. I don't have that setting enabled right now, but then he won't run out of gas. So if I change that setting before he runs out, I should be okay. So let me shoot across the road here, grab this bale. Grab this partial, we'll deliver those, and we'll start delivering bales, and we'll see what happens. Delivered on 30 and then started delivering for 19. So 30's complete. We've borrowed the equipment on 19. Interesting. Okay, so we should be able to, without fear, collect this. It worked, okay. So let's borrow items for the contract on field 4. That should work. So we should be able to get him started over on field 4 cultivating. Alright, so that's what we got here. One last little bit. I don't know if that matters because we got 51% of a bale and then 55% to add to it. I think if we drop the bale off, we're going to drop off half a bale, and that 55%, that 1,381 liters, is going to stay in the harvester. And I don't think you can get that out. And I can't fold the harvester. Just got to park over here. All right, job done. Let's deliver all these cotton bales, see where we're at. Okay, we're over in the Valtra. Let's start picking these up. Let's see what happens. Okay, I think delivering these 3 bales should complete the contract. There's 2 bales left on field 19. One is, oh, it's already done. So we got, oh, we're gonna make good money. There's 2 bales left on the field. One of them's a full bale, the other one's like a half bale. Looks like you get about almost $23,000 for a full bale, so that means we should get what, 35,000 for these 2 bales that are left on the field. We haven't even collected on the contract for field 19 and 10. That should be another 40,000. So yeah, oh man, it was so painful. But getting that payday is going to be so rewarding. So we're at I think around 300,000 this morning. We'll have to see how much we had to pay workers. But yeah, ooh, we should be looking pretty. What, do you think possible to have $400,000 in the bank by the end of October? So after I collect on this, I'll check to see if those corn harvests are still available. And I'll grab them, but we'll do them in November. Because I am exhausted. We'll finish the cultivating contract today. And save those other two for tomorrow if we're able to get them. Alright, so I'm thinking about 35,000 for these two. $22,402 and no, 34,000. Pretty close. So let's collect. Let's borrow items and accept contract. So we're above 400,000 already. So yes, 400,000 by the end of October is certainly doable. We should pull in another 20 for this contract. We're just a bit for this contract we're doing right here. So we're sitting pretty good. Can't complain. I'm going to finish this up myself. And we will probably call this the end of the episode right here. Thanks for coming back and visit us on the Ohio farm. I apologize for the cotton harvest that took forever, but you can see it was a good payday. So what, we got up this morning and we had $300,000 and we're getting ready to go to bed and we got 400,000. All we have collected on is that cotton harvest. So those 3 cotton fields brought us in $100,000. Not too shabby. I think that should put us in good stead for acquiring land over at the West Place, and maybe we'll outright buy the West Place itself. Maybe the grass field, and then buy the buildings and the house on it, so we don't have to worry about renting anymore, and then we'll worry about that field next to it another day. It'll get us towards maybe doing cows. I know it's pretty early, but it's been a long day. So I think when I finish this up, I am going to rest. So come back and see us in November. We'll do a little bit of corn harvesting. And see where the day takes us. So again, thanks for stopping in, checking us out here on the Ohio farm. Come back, see us in November. We'll do some corn. We'll see ya.